I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Grand rising, good people. Yeah, welcome to the best show on YouTube, Lisa's Real Spill. And before we go into some things, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure it says all so that when I go live, you will get notified. Okay? I titled this video on it. On it. Oh, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? I titled this video on it. Let's talk about it. Let me wet my whistle a little bit. Let's talk about it. Own it. I titled it on it because what I want to talk about on tonight is some of us as parents have didn't do such a good job, right? With our children. We didn't do such a great job with our children. And some of our children grew up. And some of us, I have seen some parents where they act like they ain't never did nothing wrong to their kids. I don't know why he's like that. But he thinks I don't love him. Well, I don't know why he thinks that. And the whole time, this person did a lot to this child to have them in the state of mind that they're in. Okay. And let me tell you something, even for myself, right? When I went through my addiction and things like that, right? I had to own it. I had to own the shit that I did. Okay. I had to own up to it. Own it. Don't not sit around and act like you didn't do anything. Okay. Because we know that's a damn lie. But some parents do it. They raise the kids, and then when the kids, turn out a certain way, they want to wash their hands on it. They want to act like it don't exist. They want to act like they didn't have a darn thing to do with it. Okay. And I'm telling you, you got to own that shit. Own up to your part. You played in it. Okay. And try to make it better for them. Try to help them and get them on the right track. That's it. And that's all. You can't, because let me tell you something. How can you, right, raise a child? And then when the child turn out with a nasty attitude, the child turn out, uh, angry all the time or down, feeling down and out all the time. How can you really sit back as a parent and say you had nothing to do with that? How can you? How can you? That's the fruit from your tree. That child is the fruit from your tree. So how can you really sit back and try to act like you ain't have shit to do with that when you know about it? You know you had a lot to do with it. And so even even the father, right? That go for the mother and the father. Y'all have to start owning the part y'all played in this shit. Okay. And some parents are not ready to own it because some parents are still in that space where they've been at for years. So they really not ready to own it. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, if you got that type of parent who's not ready to own it, right? Not ready to hold themselves accountable for for the shit they did, okay? Then you have to move on and you have to find somebody who can help you out, who can teach you what you need to know, right? So that you won't bring a child into the world and end up the same way that you are from your mama. You don't want to destroy the fruit that comes from your tree. You understand what I'm saying? You want the fruit from your tree to be better. And with that, that means you have to find somebody who is better, right? Who is better. I ain't gonna say better. But who knows the information that you need to know that you didn't get from your parents? You understand what I'm saying? And so this is a very important conversation, y'all. This is a very important conversation because a lot of parents, I see a lot of parents that do that. They, the fruit that came from their tree, they grow up and they end up a certain way, and then the parents want to act like they didn't play a part in it or they had nothing to do with it, and that's bull monarchy. That's the fruit from your tree. How dare you gonna say you don't have nothing to do with it or you didn't do it? You didn't play a part in none of that. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. But for children that have those type of parents that don't want to own up to the stuff that they have done to you, it's okay. It's okay. You give it to God and you ask God to remove any anger or malice that you have in your heart towards your parents. Okay. And you let God know you want to do better. I want to be better, Lord. Help me. And I'm telling you, He will help you. Some doors will start to open in your life where as though you can be taught. Might not be from your mother, it might not be from your father, but some doors will open somewhere where you can be taught the things that you need to know, right? The things that your mother or your father failed to teach you. Doors will start to open where you can learn those things. You understand what I'm saying? So that you can be better and do better. And another thing that I want to say is some of y'all, some of y'all young ones out here, listen to me and listen to me good. Don't have no children if you haven't healed yet. If you haven't healed from your traumas, don't have no children. Okay? Because what you end up doing is you end up bringing these children into the world and you all jacked up. Now, here you go, bringing a child or children into the world, and now they all jacked up too. They all jacked up too. Because you know what I mean? Because your mother and your parents jacked you up, and now you're jacking your children up. When you know you got childhood traumas, don't have no children. Don't have no children. If you can help it, don't have no kids. Heal first. Heal first. And then have your children. But heal first. You need to heal first. That is very important, you know. But it's a generational curse. That's what's happening. When your mother and your parents didn't do you right, didn't teach you right, right? Now you done grew up and you done stepped out there in the wilderness, and now you don't know your head from your asshole because your parents didn't teach you. They just didn't teach. They didn't give you the tools that you needed. Because I feel like being a parent never ends until God calls on you. You understand? But I feel like being a parent never ends because your children always call you. They want to know if you know this, that, or the other, or you know what I mean. So I just feel like being a parent just never ends. It never ends being a parent, which is all right. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. And if you don't know the answers to something, then you find out. You do some research and find out. You know, but that's just how I look at it, y'all. Own it. I think that's the best thing that you could do when it comes to, you messing up your children. You know you done messed up your children. Like, don't play like you didn't do nothing. Don't try to act innocent, like, oh, I don't know what she talking about. I don't know what he talking about. Don't do that because it's not fair and it's not right to the child that the child know what went down, know what happened, and yet you're trying to act like you didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? You try to act like you innocent and you never did anything to this child. Don't do that. That's wrong. That's wrong on so many levels. Own it. And then y'all figure out what y'all can do to deal with it. You understand? Even if it take therapy, y'all going to therapy together. Do that. But long as you take the fruit from your tree and try to help them get back on the right track or get on the right track. Okay. And that's it. I just don't think it's right. I've seen a lot of parents do that to their children, like try to act like they ain't do nothing, like they ain't never did nothing to the child or whatever, like the child tripping or whatever. And that's a lie. You know it's a lie, just like the child know it's a lie. And I just think that some of y'all that need to stop doing that. That's not good. And it's gonna come back to bite you too. I'm telling you what I know. It's gonna come back to bite you. It's gonna bite the out of you. I'm telling you. Because it's not right. It's not right to do your child like that. Try to act like you don't know nothing. Like you ain't never did nothing. When you know better. You know what you did. I think some people do that because they are ashamed of what they did do. You know what I mean? They are ashamed of it. And I think that's why some parents act like they ain't never did nothing to their child. I don't know why he like that. I don't know why she like that. I ain't never did nothing. So I just raised her to the best of my ability. And that's all I did. I don't know why she like it. I don't know why he's like that. No, no, you didn't do your best. Come on now. You know why. You know the parent be knowing why. That's the fruit from your tree. How can you not know? You know what I mean? How can you not know why that child feel the way that child feel? That's the fruit from your tree. Come on now. You know what you did. You know what you did. And you know what you didn't do. Okay? Simple as that. You know. Hmm. That's what be tripping me out. Is that I just don't like that. I don't like when a parent try to act like they don't know what they did. You know, you know, you know what you did to the fruit that came from your tree. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about the baby that you carried for 9 months and had it and raised it to the way you wanted to raise it. You know what happened and you know what didn't happen. So just don't. It's not good to try to make a child feel like you know that they wrong or that they lying. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. It's not because you know what went on. But you know, if you see where you're in a situation where as though that your parents, the tree that you came from, they don't want to acknowledge the fact of what happened and how it happened and which way it happened. No, they don't want to acknowledge none of that. They don't want to own it. Then you have to figure out a way to forgive and move on and get and find a way to get the things that you need. I, you know, in this life, because it's a way that you can get what you want or what you need in this life. Is ways to do it. It is ways to do it. But I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, y'all, because let me tell you something. Some things need a conversation, right? And especially when, like I just said, especially when the fruit from your tree is not doing well when it comes to life. It needs to have a conversation needs to be had. Okay, a conversation definitely needs to be had when that child feeling lost, that child feeling like nobody has ever taught them anything or her anything. A conversation needs to be had. It's just that simple. And you need to own it and try to make it right. Try to make it right. Just that simple. Own it and try to make it right. There's nothing else you can do with that. There isn't. There's nothing else that you can do with that. You have to, you know what I mean? You have to learn how to hold yourself accountable. Own your shit that you know you did. Own it. Because I'm telling you, the worst thing that you could ever do to a child is fuck over top of them and then try to act like you don't know what happened or what went on. I think that's the worst. That's one of the worst things that you could do to a child. You know what you did. You know what you did. You know what you did to that child. You know what you did. And you know what you didn't do. But to act like you just, like you was just this good parent and like you was on top of things and, you know, and now your child and turned out all, messed up and stuff. And here you go as a parent child. I don't know what happened. I don't know why she acting like that. I don't know why he acting like that. I was there for them. I worked hard. I put clothes on their back. Blah, 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 blah. And you know what? You could do all that and still not be a good parent. Because some parents think they be being a good parent when they go to work every day and they work hard and they buy clothes for the kids and buy shoes for the kids and take them out sometime here and there. They think they being a good parent. But that line of communication needs to be open. It needs to be open. Y'all parents need to figure out a way to talk to these children. They have an open communication line with these kids, not texting, not emailing, and that type of bullshit. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about face to face conversations. Yeah, yeah. Y'all parents need to start doing that, having face to face conversations, heart to heart conversations, and start talking about shit that don't nobody want to talk about. Start touching on things with your children that you know is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It may be something that's uncomfortable for you and them. But guess what? A conversation needs to be had. Own it. As the parent, you own it. Own it and put it out there. Y'all sit down to the table and put it out there. Even if you got to go as far as to be creative to get it out. Be creative. Create a game. Some type of game or something. Even if you got to go that far with it. So you can try to get it all out and say what's needed to be said. You understand what I'm saying? But as the parents, as the mom and dads, own it. Own it. Own your shit. Own what the part you played in it. Okay? Own the part that you played in it. Own that shit. And make that shit right with your children. Real shit. Because that type of stuff is going to come back to bite you. It's going to bite you. It's going to bite you. Oh boy, is it going to bite you. And you ain't going to like the way that bite feel. That's why I'm saying stop trying to act like Some of y'all parents need to stop trying to act like you so goddamn innocent, like you ain't never did nothing to your child. And you always treat your child right. You always did right by your child when you know you didn't. Stop that shit. Stop doing that shit. Make it right. Own it. Own it. Own the part that you played. Own it. Hold yourself accountable. And try to fix it. Fix it. Fix it. That's it and that's all. It ain't really no more to be said. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you got to do. When you know you done messed up your children's life and you know you done did some things that you could have did better by, but you didn't, you need to fix that. Excuse me. Hold yourself accountable. Own it. Hold yourself accountable and fix it. Do your best to fix it. Now, if you get to a place where as though you see where your child is not accepting what you're trying to do, then that's a horse of another color. But at least you can say you put your best foot forward and you tried to make things right. At least you can say that. You understand what I mean? So I just wanted to touch on that some y'all because it was just something that was on my mind and on my heart, and I wanted to come and share with y'all because you never know who's going through something, you know, and they might just need to hear something, you know. Michelle, calm down, pipe down. She always try. As soon as I get on live, she start making that noise. She'll be going to school tomorrow. I won't have to worry about her and her noise. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. And also, this is a message I want to leave y'all with. Stop trying to be something that you're not. Okay? Stop trying to be better than other people. Just be who you really are. That's why some of y'all are so angry, down, depressed, anxiety going through the roof. Okay? It's because you don't know how to just be yourself. And the things that you don't like about yourself, guess what? Fix them. Fix them. Fix them. Fix them. They can be fixed. Okay? You just gotta want to fix them. But fix that shit. It can be fixed. You just gotta want to fix them. But see, some of y'all don't want, you don't want to do that. And that's why you're struggling. That's why some of you down and depressed. That's why some of you angry all the time. That's why some of you got bad attitudes. Because you don't want to just be you. You don't like what you see when you looking at the man in the mirror. And because you don't like what you see when you look in the mirror, you just all on the wrong track. I'm telling you. And I'm not saying I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy because certain things is not gonna be easy. Guess what? Once you get that can of worms open, it's not gonna be as bad as you think it is. Let me tell you something. A child wants to know that a mother really cares. Let me say that again. A child wants to know that their parents really care about them. But when you do stuff to them and then you just let it go, or you act like you ain't done nothing to them, and you don't know why they the way they are. I ain't do nothing. I did the best I could do. And they know that you did do some things to them is the reason why they the way they are. That hurts them. That really, really hurts them because it makes them feel like you don't care. You really don't care. You're gonna act like this shit didn't happen. This is what your child thinking. You act like this shit didn't happen. You didn't do this shit to me. Really? See what I'm saying? So I think the best thing to do is to own it and hold yourself accountable for what you have done, or the things you have done, because that is your fruit from your tree. And however it turns out, you have some responsibility of it. Okay? You are responsible for however it turns out. You are responsible because that's your fruit from your tree. Stop playing with me. Okay? Hmm. But I want to end on this note. What I was getting ready to say is learn how to accept you for who you are. And the parts that you don't like, then you fix it. You got to put the work in and fix the parts that you don't like about yourself. You can fix them. They fixable. They are fixable. You just gotta, it's gonna take some work. You gotta put some work in to fix it. But they can be fixed. Okay. And learn to love you. Learn to love yourself in spite of whatever is going on with you. Learn to own it, accept it, and still love you. You gotta learn how to love yourself. Whatever is going on with you, still love you. But some of you have certain things going on and you allow it to destroy your inside. You allow it to destroy you from the inside. And that's not good. But some of you do that. You allow things to destroy you from the inner, from your inner self. And that's not good. No matter what goes on with you, you're still supposed to love yourself. You're never supposed to start to hate yourself. And you're supposed to be comfortable in your skin. And anything that's stopping you from doing that, then you need to fix it. You need to do something about it. Anything that's stopping you from loving you, from loving you, and from being comfortable in your skin, then you really need to fix it. You see what I'm saying? You do. Because you're not supposed to let anything stop you from loving you and being comfortable in your skin. One more thing, I'm getting ready to go. Be thankful and grateful for what you have. Stop looking over here at the Joneses and seeing what they got. Or they probably got the same thing you got, but you want theirs look better than yours. Look like it work better than yours. So I got to get that. I want that. You know, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You want everything you see somebody else with. And that's why some of y'all lives is just jacked up all the way around the board. Because you want everything that you see somebody else with. And you could already have it. But what they got look like it works better than yours. So I've got to get it. I've got to get that. And you could already have one. Be thankful for what you have. Be grateful for what you have. You understand? Because some people don't have nothing at all. Let me repeat that. Some people don't have nothing at all. So learn how to be thankful and grateful for what you do have. Stop worrying about what the Joneses just got. Because some of y'all be trying to keep up with the Joneses and y'all be living past your means. You don't even have the money to live the way you're trying to live. But you're doing it because you see the Joneses is doing it. Come on now. I'm just saying. Y'all need to Hey, check yourself. Check yourself. I'm telling you. Seriously. Check yourself. That old saying, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I like that because it's got so much truth to it. It really do. It has a lot of truth to it. But that's what we need to start doing. Forget what everybody else got. Be thankful and grateful for what you had, because somewhere somebody don't have nothing. So be thankful what you do have. I don't care if it's old. You got one. Because somewhere somebody don't have one at all. Sometimes that's how you have to look at things, y'all. You have to be thankful and grateful to the Most High for whatever you have. Because, like I said, somewhere somebody don't have nothing. Somewhere somebody wish they could get something. I'm just saying. I just want to put that out there. I love you all very much. Excuse me. And please don't forget to repent and pray, because there's a lot going on in the world, y'all. And if you don't build up a personal relationship with God, I don't know how you're going to make it through. I really don't. I really, really don't. So please repent and pray so you can move on. Okay. And until the next time, I'll see y'all on the next one. Lord's willing, if I wake up in the morning and everything and I'm okay, God, choose to let me make the wake up call, I will be on here tomorrow with you all. Okay. But yeah, learn how to be thankful, y'all, and be grateful for whatever you have. Okay. Because I be thankful just for me eating something and having something to eat. Okay. I do. Because somewhere somebody don't have nothing to eat. But I am thankful for that. Seriously. We got to stop being so caught up in what everybody else got and what everybody else doing, and start just focusing on you and being thankful and grateful for what you already have. It's just that simple. But I love y'all. Please repent and pray, and I will see y'all on the next one.